Ah. It's your boy Sir Wednesday here. I'm here with amazing artists here at Wizard World Cleveland. I'm talking to Perris and Danielle of Immortal Nerd, and they just want to tell you about how they create their art, which is amazing, by the way. Thank- And I'm give it to them, tell you a few things about their what they do. Here you go.
like All right, so basically, my company is called Immortal Nerd. I'm a collage artist from Cleveland, Ohio. Been collaging for almost 5 years now. Still trying to perfect my craft, so to speak. But what I do is I take worn and torn comic books and pretty much upcycle them into my favorite superheroes, sports players, and other fictional and non-fictional characters. Oh, but I always stress damage in my pitches because I'm an avid collector myself. I just don't want any of y'all thinking I'm chopping up, any high value first edition comic books. I promise you I am not. But as far as execution wise, I usually sketch all my subjects out first, and then kind of fill them in with through various bins of scraps in my collection. Super tedious, but the outcome is always worth it.
Very amazing. So how long have you two been doing this?
About 5 years now. I made a piece. So I was a street artist prior to me getting into collaging. So I used to paint a lot of life-size characters on pieces of cardboard, and I used to post them on light poles and around the city of Euclid and Cleveland. So I did that for like 4 years, gained a little following from that, and then I did my first collage piece 5 years ago. So there's this artist on Instagram. Her name is Sandra Chevray. She does a lot of realism portraits, mostly headshots of all females. But what she does is she puts a mask over. She puts a mask over all of the. Each of the subjects' face have mask over, but the mask itself look like scenes from comic books, and she even paints like the tear mark around the mask. So I saw that on Instagram 5 years ago. I was like, damn, that kind of looks like ripped comic book. So in my head, I was like, damn, I wonder if I could make a picture out of my junk comic. So I sketched out this picture of Batman on a piece of cardboard, and it took me about 10, 12 hours or so. And then posted a picture on Facebook, and this picture had more likes and comments on it than anything I've done, prior to that. So I kind of just took that as a sign to just pick up collage, and here I am 5 years later, and still at it.
The wait was worth it. Like the work is worth it.
Thank you,
So
thank you.
It must, like you said, be a tedious process. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
but the outcome is what comes. You even got Columbo, man.
Oh yeah, man. I gotta have Columbo. It's so funny, like when we normally do shows, sometimes people take quick glances at tables and decide on whether or not they gonna come over and look or not. So I kind of just like to throw random characters in because I don't want people to typecast me as just doing superheroes. So I always like to just throw in that random one, like, hold on, is that Columbo? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
With the head, me too. Oh,
I actually watched Columbo as a kid, man, with
Me too.
my uncle, man. In the heat of the night, and
All
Matlock,
that stuff, yeah.
all them classic movies,
The Rockford Files.
Oh yeah, bruh. Before my time, but I definitely, caught out a couple of them episodes as a child, though, for sure.
But it was a pleasure talking to you guys. You take care. It's your boy Sir Wednesday, True Story Bro podcast. Thank you so much to Immortal Nerd doing this interview. Peace.
That was dope, man.
Thank you so much.